We bring you the latest updates from the Pna Newsroom. President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. is now in China for a 3-day state visit, his first bilateral visit to a non-ASEAN country. Marcos arrived at around 6 last night at the Beijing Capital International Airport on board PR-001 together with the entire Philippine delegation. Marcos is eyeing to foster meaningful relations with China, particularly on agriculture, energy, infrastructure, science and technology, trade and investment, and people-to-people exchanges. He is also expected to discuss bilateral and regional political security issues and thresh out any differences in a friendly manner with Chinese President Xi Jinping. Over 100 agreements are also expected to be signed during his state visit. Marcos took a similar trip to China in 1976 when he accompanied his mother, former First Lady Imelda Marcos, as she laid the groundwork for the establishment of diplomatic relations between the two countries. He considers this trip a continuation of that legacy of strengthening the bonds of friendship between the Philippines and China and fostering bilateral ties to a higher plane of cooperation. Vice President Sara Duterte, on the other hand, will serve as government caretaker and oversee day-to-day operations in Malacanang while Marcos is in China.
I hope to return home to the Philippines with a harvest of agreements and investments that will benefit our countrymen and further strengthen the foundation of our economic environment. As with my previous state visits last year, we will continue to pursue initiatives in the priority areas that we have identified: the agricultural sector, the guaranteed food supply, the guarantee of prices, of food prices that are affordable to all Filipinos, our long-term strategies and plans on energy, particularly renewable energy, and our long-term plans for our nation's emergence into the new global sustainable digital economy.
Meanwhile, to ensure that prices of agricultural commodities and other various products will be still affordable, President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. extends modified tariff rates on various products. Before leaving for China, Marcos signed Executive Order Number 10, extending the temporary modification of rates of import duty of fresh, chilled or frozen swine meat, maize, and rice. These products shall be subject to the Most Favored Nation rates, or MFN, until December 31, 2023, while coal will still have a zero duty subject to a semestral review after December 31, 2023. The previous executive orders number 134 and 135 temporarily modified the import rates of the said products until June 1, 2022. EO number 10 will ensure that the country will have a stable supply of products at an affordable price within the year. A low-pressure area will cause scattered rain showers and thunderstorms over Palawan, the Visayas, and Mindanao for the rest of the day. Pag-asa said these areas could experience flash floods or landslides due to moderate to at times heavy rains. The LPA was tracked at 195 kilometers south of Puerto Princesa City, Palawan, and is less likely to develop into a tropical depression in the next 24 hours. Meanwhile, the northeast monsoon will bring rains over the provinces of Aurora, the regions of Cagayan Valley, Calabarzon, Bicol, and the rest of Mimaropa. It will also cause light rains over the rest of Luzon. Meanwhile, the Department of Social Welfare and Development assured its readiness to assist local government units that may be affected by rains brought by the northeast monsoon. Relief items has already been pre-positioned in 83 LGUs and 2 provincial LGUs in Cagayan Valley. In Eastern Visayas, the DSWD has issued an order to allow a skeletal workforce following the declaration of work suspension due to the rainfall being experienced in Tacloban. As of the 2nd of January, the DSWD has 100 million pesos in available standby funds and over 570,000 available family food packs ready for augmentation to the affected LGUs. In other news, the Department of Health warns the public against an alleged post about an upper respiratory infection in China, which maliciously uses the agency's name. The The alleged post, labeled as DOH Bulletin Message, warns readers about the infection and offers supposed remedies to it. In an advisory, the DOH clarified that the message did not come from any of its verified platforms. Furthermore, the department reminded everyone that any disease can be prevented by practicing healthy habits such as diet and exercise. Respiratory diseases as well as other communicable diseases can be prevented by sanitation, masking, distancing, good ventilation, and vaccination, among other healthy practices. The DOH enjoins the public to source information only from legitimate sources and platforms, which can be accessed through the agency's official links and social media handles. And that is the latest and the biggest stories from the PNA Newsroom. For more news content, visit our webpage or head on to the Philippine News Agency's Facebook and Twitter accounts. We are also shown on the social media pages of the Office of the Press Secretary and on Radio Pilipinas RP1. Stay tuned for more news updates. I am William Theo. We tell stories that inspire change. Good day, everyone.